Yo boys, it's Dan, welcome back to another Premier League prediction review for game week number 26 today. We have another special guest this week. His name's MJ10. Link to what he will be showing. He's not showing his face, but he will be doing something special. Wait, but on that, just, as always, I ask you boys to subscribe and like the video. And without any further ado, let's go straight into this Premier League prediction. Now we got the first game here is Man City versus West Ham. Now these two, Man City is still unbeaten in the league. What can we say about Man City? And West Ham beat Spurs. I went for Spurs win personally, but I guess last week Mr. T did go for a West Ham win, and I'm going to say this game will be another Man City win of 2-1. And the special guest, MJ10, what do you think, mate?
Right, so the first game in game week 26 is Manchester City versus West Ham. I feel like this is going to be a tight game. With both of them being on good form recently. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 draw. I think West Ham could scrape a draw here. Yeah.
Thank you. Right now, one of the most boringest games of this game week prediction is West Brom versus Brighton Hove Albion. The Brom keep losing. I'm upping it down. In my opinion, we're going to down with Sheffield United. So many Sheffield United fans are in there, not me, but I think it's going to get down this year. And Brighton, they came out of Brighton. They did lose 2-1 to Palace. And I will say that this will be a 0-0 draw. I'm sorry, but this gives me a 0-0 draw. I am so sorry, this 0-0. I can't see any too much here on this. Mr. MJ10, what are you going to go for in the Black Country?
Right, so over to West Brom versus Brighton. So for West Brom versus Brighton, realistically, this is probably the worst game of the game week. So I think West Brom will probably. I think both teams will score. So I'm gonna say a 2-1 win for West Brom.
Thank you, mate. Now we move to Leeds versus Aston Villa. Now this game could be one of the biggest games of the game week in terms of mid-table, and both Brighton and Aston Villa pushing for European football. And well, they were very on Aston Villa this year, and I'm going to go with a Leeds win. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for Aston Villa win of 2-1 to Aston Villa. And MJ10, what are you going for in South Yorkshire?
To the third game of the game week, it is Leeds versus Aston Villa. Leeds versus Aston Villa. This is going to be a tight game, knowing that how good and how difficult Leeds play. But I reckon Aston Villa, I think Aston Villa are going to scrape a 1-0 win here.
Now we move to Newcastle versus Wolves. Not to say these two teams. Newcastle lost one time. We won on Spurs, but still on to it. I'm probably we can. We get that later in the prediction video. And Wolves, the opponents of Wolverhampton Wanderers now. Wolves played in the Wolves have had Leeds and won. And I think Wolves are going to win again. This time by 3 goals to 0. And Mr. MJ10, what do you think in Newcastle?
Right, and over to Newcastle. Newcastle versus Wolves. Wolves are still without Jimenez. They've been struggling this season. And on the other hand, Newcastle are one place away from the drop. knowing how close Newcastle are from being in the drop zone, I think they're gonna have to like go full at this game, take an opportunity how Wolves have been underperforming this season. So I'm thinking they're gonna get a 1-0 win.
Now the next game is a London derby of Crystal Palace versus Fulham. Now, two teams are decent right now. Fulham, in my opinion, Fulham are going to stay up. I don't know. I think Fulham are actually doing pretty well. They're doing pretty well. Premise, I'm going to say this game will be a Fulham win here. Right, Scrappy, 1-0 win. And Mr. MJ10, what are you going for this South London derby?
Right, next game. We're now on to the Sunday, and we have got Crystal Palace versus Fulham. This game's probably gonna be a tight one, I think. I reckon we're gonna see a few goals from this game. So I'm gonna say 2-2.
Now we move to Leicester versus Aston. Now Arsenal lost 1-0 to Man City on Sunday, and and Leicester beat Villa 2-1 away. Leicester Brewers neck and Arsenal to Dortmund is a favourite to put the Blues in place for second place, and I'm going to say Arsenal win this game by 2-1. Hopefully Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will score. And Mr. MJ10, what are you going for this game?
Next, over to Leicester versus Arsenal. This is probably one of the games to keep an eye on in this game week. Leicester being in good form and Arsenal being 9th, 10th in the league. I reckon that we could be seeing an Arsenal win straight after that 4-0 win against Leeds, which ended up going from 4-0 to 4-2. Yeah, I'm basically Arsenal won 4-2, and I'm gonna say Leicester will win 2-1.
Now we move to Spurs. This is Burnley. Just told me don't back Spurs because I always lose, but on this occasion I will back Spurs because it's Burnley. No one it's up as well, so this game will be a 2-0 win to Tottenham Hotspur. And MJ10, what are you going for at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
Right, over to Tottenham versus Burnley. Tottenham Hotspurs versus Burnley. Probably the dullest game of the weekend, really. Burnley are probably going to defend. What a surprise, no surprise there. And so are Tottenham. But I'm going to say 2-0 to Tottenham. I think Harry Kane will probably score. Right.
Move to probably the game of the weekend. Chelsea versus second place of Manchester United. This is this is fifth, the second here now. And with 2 counts Chelsea against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United now. So 2 counts team is still unbeaten in all competitions right now. And Man United aren't, they're getting home, but I think we'll nip this one by 2-1 to end Thomas Tuchel's unbeaten start at Chelsea. And Mr. MJ10, what are you going for at Stamford Bridge?
Over to the biggest game of the weekend. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Manchester United. So Chelsea, having all the players they have underperformed, and Manchester United have really underperformed, but they've overperformed realistically. But with all the the quality players they have, they should be pushing further on for the title. So I'm actually gonna say that Chelsea are gonna get a win, but I'm gonna say 2-1, 2-1 Chelsea.
And we move to the team in Sheffield United and the team in Liverpool. Now Liverpool have lost 4 home games in a row. The last time they won that was 1927. I know, an awfully long time. And I will say this game will be a Liverpool convincing win of 3 goals to 0, and for the penultimate time at MJ10. What are you going for in Yorkshire?
Right, now over to probably the most one-sided game of the weekend. Sheffield United versus Liverpool. So for this game, I'm gonna say that Liverpool are probably gonna win it by a mile. I'm gonna say 4-0. 4-0 to Liverpool.
Now, the last game of this game on the Monday in March is Everton versus Southampton. And this game is going to be a Everton win by 2 goals, 2-1. And for the penultimate time, Mr. MJ10, what do you think? In Liverpool.
Over to the Monday night game. It is Everton versus Southampton. This is going to be a tight one, I think. I think this is where we're going to see the 0-0 draw. Everton have been okay defensively. Their attack's been okay. Calvert-Lewin is out injured though, which is a massive loss for them. And Southampton have dropped down the table massively. They're now down like the bottom half. I could see a 0-0 draw realistically. I just think it's going to be really dull. I'm going to see Everton, I think I'll probably like have a few more chances than Southampton, but I just don't think any team's going to score.
And thank you guys, and that's what I'm getting Andy 10, and that will bring the Premier League Game Week 26 predictions to an end. I appreciate you all for this video immensely again. There will be a midweek one as well, on that Sunday. If you want to guess for that, I'll need to find out in a minute. I might ask Ollie for that one. And I will see you boys in the next one on Sunday, with hopefully. Until then, have a good weekend, have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you boys on Sunday for another Premier League prediction video. Peace out.